Hello students, today we are going to discuss relationship between decimal numbers and fractions. As we already discussed that decimal numbers have we can express them in expanded form, or we can express them in place table also, place value table also. Now today we are going to discuss the relationship between fractions and decimal numbers. So how we say that the given decimal number is a fraction? Always remember that if any fraction having denominator 10 or multiples of 10, then they are known as your decimal fraction. For example, if I am writing over there 7 upon 10, or 7 upon 100, or 7 upon 10,000, likewise. So these denominators are multiples of 10, 10 or multiples of 10, then the whole fractions are known as your decimal fractions. Then one point come, how we convert decimal fractions into decimal numbers. Our first topic is decimal fractions to numbers. Decimal fractions to decimal numbers, not two numbers, it is decimal numbers. For example, I am writing over there 607 upon 100. How we convert this decimal fraction into decimal number? So for that we count this denominator part, how many zeros we have. Here we have 2 zeros, that okay. It means what? That 20 means there are 2 digits after decimal. This part indicates that there are 2 digits after decimal. Clear? There are 2 digits after decimal because there is a number, there are 2 zeros are there, not number, 2 zeros are there. Then this is for decimal. So how we can express this 607 upon 100? So we write first the numerator part 607. Okay, first I am writing this one. Equals to, first write the your numerator part 607. Then check how many zeros we have. There are 2 zeros. We count 2 place from right hand side. 1, 2. Then after 2 we have 1, means what? We have to place decimal sign over here. So there are 2 digits after decimal. So after decimal 1, 2. 2 digits are there. Then 1 represents decimal. Likewise we can express easily. Or this is the very simplest tricky methods. But what actually happened in this case? I am going to discuss by using division method. So in this case, as we know that 607 divided by 100, 6 is 600. Now what we have? We have 0 upon 7. Clear? In 0 upon 7, there is no more numbers to divide completely. For dividing, we use one decimal over here. When we use one decimal, sorry, it's also cross, then we have 1 0, but this 0 is not sufficient, so we need one more 0 by placing 0 over here. Then 6 7 ja 700. So this is your decimal part. You can use any method. You can use any method, either this method or this method. I suggest you use this one so that you can practice well for future. Now how you convert decimal, this is decimal fraction to number. Now I am going to say that how you convert numbers to fraction. Numbers to fraction, it's just opposite to the fractions to numbers. Suppose we have a number 3.54. Always remember that this decimal represents 1. So for converting into fraction, first write down the complete number. Complete number other than decimal. It's a 354. I'm not going to use decimal. For decimal, in denominator we write 1. Then count the digit after decimal. There are 2 digits, so we write 2 zeros. Clear? So this is your first step of conversion. Then if possible you can simplify this, or otherwise leave as it is. Clear? This is your decimal fraction of this decimal number. Then we have a next topic, conversion of fractions, not decimal fractions, conversion of fractions to decimal numbers. Fraction to decimal number. How we convert this one? For example, choose any digit. I am choosing here over 4 upon 5. Clear? How we convert this into decimal? So by this we only use division method. Not only use division, one more method is there, but first division method, so that you can understand how we divide by using decimal. So 4 never divided by 5 because 5 is greater than 4. So we place one decimal over here. As soon as we place decimal, then we are able to place 1 0 over here. Now we can check, yes, it can be divisible to 5 8 40. So what is the answer of this one? This answer is 0. We can't write decimal as it is. If there is no number before decimal, in front of decimal, then we use 0. 0.8 likewise. Or one other method is there to see this side. Suppose 4 upon 5 is given. So our first aim to convert this denominator into 10 or multiples, nearest multiples of 10. So here we have 5. So if we use 5 into 2, then we can easily convert this 5 into 10 if we multiply by 2 this denominator. For balancing this extra 2, we need to multiply 2 with numerator. So what we have? We have 8 upon 10. Now from this we can easily convert into your decimal number. So it is 0.8 because we know there is 1 0. So after decimal there is one digit, 1 for decimal. So this is your solution. Let me clear how you convert. For this 0 we count one digit, and for this one there is a decimal number. Clear? You need not to place the arrow, just for explanation. Now there are few more terms like and unlike decimals. I am writing over here, not going to. like and unlike decimals. Little bit similar than like and unlike fractions. Suppose I am over here two numbers 3.25, 6.2, and one more number is there 4.35. So the concept says that we count the places after decimal. Count the decimal places in a number. So in this case there are two decimal places, means after decimal how many digits we have. After decimal how many digits we have. Here we have two digits. These are 1, 2 and 5. Sorry. Then here we have two digits and here we have one digit. So in decimal places, if we have same number of digits, then they are known as your like decimal. So these two are like decimals. Like decimals means what? These 3.25 and 4.35, these are like decimals because they have after decimal two digits, and 6.2 and 3.6.2 is unlike from these two. So it's clear. Now next one is your how you convert unlike decimals into like decimals. Always remember that after decimal, if number end with 0 after decimal, then there is no value of decimal. For example, if I used to write 6.2 as 6.20, so whether both having equal value, there is no change in value. So to make this number to like decimals, we increase 0 at the after the numbers, after the digits where number ends. So this is your conversion of like decimals. So these topics we discuss in our practice session. Okay, one by one we'll discuss each type of questions what we discussed just now, and then you are able to solve the questions given in your problems or questions given in your maths book, or generally they are known as your problems. First, decimal fraction as expressed decimal fraction as decimal numbers, or converting a decimal fraction into decimal numbers. How we solve this one? So it's a decimal fraction to decimal numbers. How we convert this one? For example, I am choosing only one question, that is this one, 37 upon 1000. Now as I told you that tricky method, so use that tricky method, need not to divide. So for this, from here how we count? First write down 37, clear? Then count the zeros. Count the zeros. How many zeros we have? We have 1, 2, 3 zeros, but here we have only two digits, 3 and 7. So we have to, from this we have to put decimal sign, and that decimal sign there is a 3 digit, so we make this number into 3 digit number by increasing 0 in the front of the number, means on left hand side of the number, clear? And now we place this decimal in place of 1, and there is no number, so we use 0. So 0.037. Now once again tally. In this case there is decimal Clear? Then after decimal we have 1 2 3. We have 1 2 3. 3 digit must be there. So after decimal 1 2 3. 3 digits must be there. Once again I am going to discuss one more question. It's a 3 upon 1000. So there is decimal, there is one digit, but after decimal we need 3 digit. So there is not these digits number of digits are not equal, so make them equal. We have to add that time of number of 0, then take this one. Before decimal there is no number, so we add one more 0. So value of this is 0.003. After decimal there are 1 2 3 digits. So I think this one is clear. So this type of question you can solve likewise. Then next type of questions are just simply decimal numbers to fraction, means just opposite. So for that we can easily write down. I am choosing only one question, that is 0.047. How we convert into decimal fraction. This question is about conversion of decimal fraction. So what I told you, first write down the complete digit in front of the 0, in front of any number having no value. So write down 47, only numbers. Clear? Then for this decimal we write 1 and 1 2 3, so there are 3 zeros. Clear? This is your solution. One more number I want to discuss. This is your 54.01. So what I told you, write down the numbers only. In front of the number, if 0 is there is no value of 0 in front of the number, or behind back in front of number, or at the back of the number. Means what? 5401. Let me explain this one first. This is the decimal fraction for this one. Now what I am telling you, that if 0 is in front of any number, means if 0 is on left hand side of any whole number, then that 0 is meaningless. For if I am writing 015, so this 0 is meaningless. Clear? And if I write 1 after 15 0, then this 0 is a good one. This is meaningless. Clear? So always remember, if 0 is behind the whole number, behind the natural number, means on the right hand side of natural number, then it has values. But if it is on left hand side of natural number I am saying, then it is meaningless. Similarly, if there is a decimal number, likewise 15.10, then this 0 is meaningless. We can write 15.1 also. But if I am using the word 15.01, then this 0 has some meaning. So you must be very careful. Suppose if question says that convert this decimal number into simplest form of fraction. I am choosing only simplest one, 0.8. So first convert into decimal fraction, 8 upon 10. Then simplify it. 2 4s are, 2 5s are. We have common factor, or you can use either this method or this method. 8 upon 10, or you can write 2 into 2 into 2 by 2 into 5. 2 commons are there, cut it. What we have? 2 2s are 4 or 5. Clear? Likewise we can solve. First, if question given that convert this decimal number into simplest form of fraction, then you can use this one. First convert into decimal fraction, then simplify this decimal fraction. If it says that convert decimal numbers into mixed fraction, question says that into mixed fraction. Mixed fraction as same as this one. Let's check. I'm using one number it's a 3.25. Question says that convert this into mixed fraction. So before that, first convert into decimal fraction. 3 to 2 5 1 for decimal, 1 is there. After decimal, how many 0? 2. So this one 2. Now simplify this. How we simplify? Okay, then let's start. 5 5 6 are 30, 5 5 is 6, then 5, then 13 by 2 into 2 5 into 5. So there are 2 5, cross it. What we have? We have 13 upon 4. Then convert into mixed fraction easily. 4 3s are 12, whole 1 upon 4. And if it says that convert a fraction into decimal number, suppose I am using the fraction 1 upon 4. So how we convert this 1 upon 4 into decimal number? So it is difficult for us to divide. So try to convert denominator into nearest decimal number. We are unable to convert this into 10. So let's try 100. Yes, we can convert into 100. It says 4 into 25. So 1 into 25. It's a 25 upon 100, or what we write? We can write 0.25. Clear? So this is your way of solving the questions. Now that's all for today. All of you try to solve up to question number 5. It says, I think 7b, we are 7.2, we are discussing 7.2, question number 1 to question number 5. You have to solve this one. Today I am not going to give you any task, but you must remember that in between any of the video I must give you some task and you have to solve it. It may be a question, maybe anything else, because what I am observing that you people are not view the video completely. That's all for today. Thank you.